What's up, my fellow Kaijudo Duel Masters? This is Carl Reddish, aka Thunder Sultan, coming at you on Sunday, December 30th, 2012. Just want to make an update video for you guys. I got a lot to cover. I'll try to go as fast as I can. I don't want to make this too long, but basically I got about 9 things to talk about. Everything from the target audience, Old Man Winners promos, the battle boxes, some sticker thing I wanted to propose to WotC. I want to talk about some of the YouTube channels out there that are coming from Ireland and Australia, and some of the local boys as well. The Facebook groups, the Pogies, and a little announcement I've got for like a little segment going on about the super rares. So let's go. First things first, target audience. Basically, I ran into a tournament organizer, and he was trying to input stuff to run a Kaijudo event, and I was explaining to him what we've been doing. Basically, you have to run it as a Magic event and then just cancel it. That way, it doesn't go through and stuff like that. But so he was able to actually talk to Wizards and find out why you can't input people into the system. And basically, their response was there's a legality issue of tracking information on people that are in the target audience because they're underage. They're under the age of 18. So my guess is that Wizards may be running into a legality issue where they can't, exactly issue DCI numbers to the target audience because it's tracking their info, like their name and their address and stuff like that, which since 9/11, a lot of things have changed about confidentiality and tracking and stuff like that, especially with people that are underage. So maybe WotC is going to get an exemption for minors or something like that. And it made me kind of wonder, like, well, how do people that are underage play Magic? And I think what he was saying is there's an actual waiver on the DCI thing, for Magic. For minors and stuff like that, where their parents can sign it. But I think because technically this is a game for a target audience that is below the age of 18, there has to be some stuff. So there is I don't know. There might be a situation where Kaijudo players have their own separate DCI number, that doesn't have as much tracking as the actual DCI number. I don't know. It kind of makes a lot of sense as to why we have the DCI program set, waiting, ready to go, but we just can't enter names. So it makes sense. So I'm going to move on. But yeah, basically it could be a legality issue on the tracking of minors. So that may be the stumbling block that maybe they get into, that we get past in 2013 with January and the announcement of OP and all that stuff. And by the way, thank you, WotC, for letting us, or at least giving us a hint of what's going on. I think you're moving in the right direction. I think it's phenomenal. I'm thinking basically maybe you guys saw 6 months of just league play and 6 months of that and the target audience not showing up, and that your actual target audience is 16 to 26 or whatever, and stuff like that. So let's move on. Old Man Winter promos. Unfortunately, I didn't get any. Some of the people did, like CVH and Earth Power and TKC and some of the New York guys and stuff like that, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I didn't get any. I wasn't expecting any. I'm not bummed that I didn't get any. It's one of those things. It was given out to WotC employees and WotC partners and stuff like that. There's a lot of reasons why I could see why they just didn't send them to me. One, I may not be on their radar. Two, I'm 32 years old. I may be way beyond what even the real target audience is. Because you have the target audience, which is like the 8 to 12, and then the actual audience, which is like 16 to 26. I'm actually out of both of those ranges. I'm in my 30s, so they may have skipped me for that. I have an eBay store. They may have said, okay, well, maybe he might just, straight put them on eBay, and that's not exactly what we want. That's what I wouldn't have done that, just so you know. Actually, considering how rare they are, I probably wouldn't have even kept one for myself. I would have probably shipped like 2 to San Antonio so those guys could have a tournament to play for them. I would have done some local stuff here in Dallas, Fort Worth, and stuff like that. I kind of wonder It's interesting to me because Magic has the equivalent. Every year they make a holiday card for Magic players, or for Magic, for the employees and partners, and that card generally, will have $100 value and then just keep going down as the years progress. But this time we have a Kaijudo card that is actually worth double that. The one that ended today was well over $200. And the starting bid was actually $75 with a buy it now $125. So is somebody coming in late to the game? I've never bid on any of them, and I won't, because I want the people that really, really want them to have them, and I'll catch one, next year. Somebody will trade me one or something like that. No big deal. I'll catch it that way. But I thought, paying $10 for the Igniter promo was crazy, to get the DVD. But oh well. This just kind of blew it out the water. But I mean, it's interesting that we do have collectors in this game that will pay that. I just think that's phenomenal. I'm really curious as to who they are. I mean, are they actually playing the game, or are they just trying to find something that's really hard, that's a WotC product? I don't know. But I don't know. If Wizards of the Coast goes back to work in January from holiday vacation, and they happen to find some, please distribute them to some of the social media people out there. I think that'd be kind of cool, because some people are freaking out a little bit too much about them. It's not a big deal. It's just a card. I mean, it's obviously cool to have one in your collection. I'd love to have one too, but I think I could have more fun running a tournament for it. Maybe get together with a store and be like, hey, first place gets this plus 8 packs, and then second would get 10 packs, that kind of stuff. Make a heck of a tournament out of it, because it's an inflated price. There's no way that card is worth, in my opinion, more than $30, more than $35. I would hope that there wouldn't be a card that would stabilize at a price more than you would be able to get a trade for a Tatsurion the Unchained. I hope that's where we get to at this game, and this is just, people reacting to something that's more rare than they think. So we'll just have to see. Time will tell. It's not a big deal. I wish I would have got some. I didn't. It's not a big deal. WotC's got their reasons. I'm ecstatic that some of the people in the community were actually given them, instead of just the employees and maybe just distributors or whoever else got them. I'm not exactly sure who got them. I've seen them coming out of New York, out of Washington, out of places like that. Let's move on. I'm so sorry. Battle boxes. I know. I complain about the battle boxes left and right on Twitter and so forth, and I'm so sorry. And I have my speculations, but apparently somebody's found them at Toys R Us, and they're $15 a box, which is kind of crazy because it actually has printed on there $10. But it seems to be easiest way to get them is through hobby shops, because they're getting them through their distributors. I've gone to all the Walmarts around here. I generally don't go to Target, and I generally don't go to Toys R Us, but none of them have it, so it's whatever. But I would say go to your hobby shops and say, hey, can you get this? It's $10. I'll be more than happy to buy one. I'm trying to get my hands on one so I can do a box opening for you guys. Poggy Force did one on his channel. First of all, I love that guy. He's so awesome. He has great hats. He has a bird, and just his passion for the game is amazing. That guy, being able to interact with Earth Power and his crew is amazing. Go check him out, subscribe to him, he's awesome. But anyway, I lost track of what I was doing. Yes, Battle Box. He did a box opening and showed it, and I kind of wanted to do the same thing for you guys. It's a heck of a deal. I just wish it was easier to find, but I will move on. So, the other thing is, WotC, Wizards of the Coast, if you're watching, which I think you are, which I hope you are, these things are in the competitive decks. They're in the front. They're little marketing things, that kind of pop out at you. Can you make these things stickers? WotC, please. And everybody else, send Wizards_Kaijudo. Tell them to make these into stickers. Because they actually tell you the set. Like, this one's from Evo Fury. And then this one's from Rise of the Duel Masters. This one's Rise of the Duel. I just didn't happen to have... I have a ton of these. And I just don't have the Dojo one with me. But basically, if you made it a sticker, it'd be a lot easier to do what I think is a great idea. Like, say you have your long box. And this has your collection in it. Well, maybe this is all your Rise of the Duel Masters ones. You can put a sticker on it, and you're good to go. or a sticker on it. You know what I mean? And if it was a sticker, it'd be easy. I mean, you could tape it just fine. That's whatever you want to do. But I mean, if you had like, this is one box, and you had the Evo Fury box, and then a Dojo box, I think this is great marketing and great branding that you could do simply by making it into a sticker. Especially since it has the set name on it. Because I mean, you can also, you know, you could like say this was a regular deck box. You could put the stickers on your deck box, and it would be kind of cool, Watsy. I mean, if you agree with me, put a note in the comment. But I think these should be stickers. You can even, you know, slap them on your monster binder. Be like, boom. Boom. And you could stick them on, like, your buddy's, you know, bumper when he's not looking. I just think these as stickers would be great. So, you know, if you agree, pass it on. I think it's a cool idea. I kind of collect them. I think they're fun. They're just kind of like fun little things. I think that'd be cool. Kind of like the code cards, you can kind of make a sticker out of a code card. I don't know. I just think that people love stickers, especially when they're free. Next thing, lots of good Kaijudo channels popping up, especially overseas. Overseas doesn't even have the game, yet they're making channels for a game they don't have. And on top of that, you got to realize that these guys in Ireland, these guys in Australia, the price they're paying per card is way more than what the Americans pay. Because they got to pay for shipping, and they got to take the risk of it being shipped over there, and it could be damaged, and its weight. Especially Australia. Australia's literally on the other side of the world. And when you ship them something, it's not cheap. So, Dark Magic 14, I'll leave a link for his below. He's actually going to change. He's either going to start a new channel or change his channel to Kaijudo Ireland or Ireland Kaijudo. Either way he wants to do it. I think it's a phenomenal way to do that. I think Denver Kaijudo really started something cool with that, because you have like Maryland Kaijudo, Denver Kaijudo, Kaijudo Texas. That's the Facebook group. We're going to come to that in just a second. And then of course you've got you know, some of the Australian guys, which is Kaijudo AU, which is, you know, Australia, Kaijudo Aussie. So I think and those guys are cool too. They're cranking out. They're a little bit behind on the time curve, but that's simply because the game's not over there. But they're playing catch up very quickly with 1TVR stuff and dojo stuff, and I just think those guys are phenomenal. I've sent stuff to them through eBay, and it's just crazy. Facebook groups, please join the Facebook groups that you can contribute to. The dojo Facebook group, I want to say Yami Michael's the administrator on that one. Boy, he's gonna kill me if he's not. But anyway, how does that guy have time to do all the things he does? It's amazing. The wiki site, the dojo thing. But anyway, everybody needs to be on that one, because that one's just phenomenal. So much information gets spread so fast and so accurately there. It's amazing. And then if you're from Texas, please, if you're from Texas, join us on the Kaijudo Texas site. J Matthews put that together. And I can't tell you enough how quickly Texas information gets spread, whether it's DFW, San Antonio, Austin, Houston. All these Texas places are coming together and getting their stuff together. So if you're watching this, like Kaijudo Evan, he just got on there. Wait, Evan Banjo. Anyway, that guy's awesome. He just joined the Texas one, so he's on board. And it's stuff like that has led to a lot of the cool places. Like, I don't know if you saw the video that I just put out 2 days ago on Thursday, from Legends Tournament Center. We found that because of the Facebook group and some other stuff. It was connected, and it's just crazy. Next thing, the Pogies. It's like the Grammys, but it's for the YouTube stuff for Kaijudo. It's something that was put together by Jay Matthews, and I apologize if I'm missing anybody that's involved in that. But and then Pogi Force is making some of the awards. I would love to win one. Maybe I did. That'd be kind of cool. I could like put it in the background. I'd be like super hyped about it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I really meant to mention, you know, the voting on for it in the last couple of videos. It's just been a crazy thing with Christmas and everything. But yeah, let's move on. Thanks to Kaijudo channel Kaijudo Master. He gave me a deck list called Transmission for my San Antonio tournament, which I made top 4 with. Turns out the deck is just bonkers. It's really good. It's just a deck that literally, it's like a transmission. It can go fast, it can go slow, it can go mid-range. It's just ballistic. I think it's one of the best decks of the format right now. I wish we had organized play, because I would just grind the heck out of that deck. I'm not the best deck designer in the world, but I'm what I've been nicknamed like a jockey, like because I can't build the horse, but if you give me the horse, I will ride the heck out of it. And I've kind of been that way ever since all the way back to Pokemon. You know, I wasn't a really good deck designer there, but if you gave me a good deck, I can just run it. And that's one of the things I kind of enjoy. And I took that exactly with him. And I played it card for card and told him what it needed. And we just changed a 1 card difference. And it's just amazing. So, and I'll put the transmission deck list below. Last thing before I get into shoutouts. I'm a big fan of Channel Fireball, which they do Magic the Gathering stuff. And one of the things they do is called Hit or Myth. Because their version of Super Rares are called Mythics. And they have a segment called Hit or Myth, where they take the Mythics from a new set and they say, is this a hit or is it a miss? You know what I mean? Like, you look at a card and you say, okay, well that deserves to be a super rare because it does this. Like, it's a big boom boom that has some kind of effect. I'd like to do that again, but with Kaijudo. And I can't call it myth because, you know, we don't have mythics. So I'm just going to call it hit or miss. Like, did WotC, you know, knock it out the park with Evo Fury Tatsurion being a super rare? And I would tell you yes or no, and I would kind of debate why. And it won't be a long segment, but I think it'd be kind of cool. And if it goes well, I might actually, you know, back up and do Rise of the Duel Masters. 3 Rise. So, without any further ado, that's pretty much going to be... Oh, shoot. I got one more thing. One more thing before shoutouts. Okay. I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy for this one. But I have 4 copies of Kaijudo Rise of the Duel Masters Unleashed. Is that what it's called? Creatures Unleashed. I have 4 of them. These do not have the promos in them. They have been opened. And I watched... no, actually, I have one set aside that I've been watching. They have punches in the barcodes. So these were probably promos given out to somebody. That's why they were so cheap on eBay. But basically, me and my friend Gordon Kane, between the two of us, that's how we make play sets of stuff, is we buy stuff. And basically, I bought enough to get, you know, his play set done and my play set done of Kanina the Igniter. And so these are just extras that I would like to offer to you guys, the community, if you want one. Just bear in mind, it does not have an igniter in it. It just has, you know, the case with the hole in the thing and the DVD and the first 5 episodes and stuff, and you know. But if you guys want one of these, what I would like you to do is leave a comment down below. The first 5 will get it. Tell me what you got for Christmas. Especially tell me if you got something Kaijudo related for Christmas. And what I'll do is I'll pick the first 5, and I will I'll send you a private message and get your address and mail these to you. And the cool thing is I may actually include some extra stuff, so a little bonus stuff. So I'll make it worth your while to, you know, put a thing in the comments what you got for Christmas, especially if it's something Kaijudo related. And maybe somebody, whoever sends me a video response, may get something a little extra beyond the extras. So, because I don't get video responses very often, and I'd like to get them. So that's about it. Video responses and comments and stuff like that are really what really keeps me going. In all honesty, is I really like the feedback you guys give me. I like the comments, the subscribes, the like buttons, and I sound like a broken record like every other YouTube channel, and I'm sorry, but that's what we do. We do it for you, and it's what you give back to us. It's a reciprocating thing. It's a reciprocating thing. Shoutouts. Let's do shoutouts real quick. Quick shout out to Riverwalk Card Games. Riverwalk Card Games is, it took me a minute to figure out their name. I was like, Riverwalk. And then I was like, oh, they're in San Antonio. San Antonio Riverwalk. And then they do a lot of card games. They don't just do Kaijudo videos. Well, they're up and coming. So bear with them. They're a lot of cool guys out of San Antonio. And they're going to be doing, you know, maybe not Yu-Gi-Oh! But they're going to be doing like Kaijudo and Vanguard and some other stuff. I'll leave a link below for those guys. Those guys are awesome. Also, M.W. Perry, 2009, also known as Sexy Dream Pirate. He's been cranking out some really good videos. Him and the Chaos have really, you know, they're just excited for the game, putting out stuff. I like them. Take a look at them. I'll leave a link below. And then also Dark Magic 14, you know, the guy from Ireland doing his stuff. He called us lads in one of his videos. I thought that was kind of cool because we don't use that term over here. Different countries have different terms, which I think are awesome. And I'm rambling at this point. So that's it, guys. I appreciate all that you guys do. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I'm gonna have a lot more good stuff coming for you next year. 2013 is gonna be absolutely huge for Kaijudo. The announcement of the organized play. Real quick, with that, I think they're gonna announce stuff and they're gonna get things in the works. But don't be surprised if none of it gets actually gears rolling, gears moving until the March set. Because you got to give them time to play catch up to whatever they want to make plans for. You know, whether it's like a tournament of the 5 Civs kind of thing or whatever. Unless they've already got all that shelved. I don't know. But maybe the OP was something they just, you know, were coming up with on the fly, or maybe it was in the pipeline. I don't know. So just be patient with WotC. You know, look at what they've done with Magic. Look at what they've done with other games in the OP section. We're going to be okay. They know how we feel. They know what we want. And I do, in my heart of hearts, know that they're going to take care of us. And 2013 is going to be amazing. So stock up on your Rise boosters. Stock up on your Evo. Because once this game goes off, you know, you got more people buying. It might be a little harder to get. So it's one of those things. So you guys are wonderful. Santa rocks. Hopefully he did for you. He did for me. You guys have a wonderful day. All my shields were definitely triggers this week. So bye, guys.